Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Rob Gegner. Welcome to Rob Gegner Storytime Corner. So today, I want you to imagine that your friend just called you up and told you that he can actually hook you up with this amazing job opportunity. He knew that you were looking for something a little bit better to get out of your current situation. Maybe you hated your job. Maybe you don't have a job. Maybe you work from home and maybe you want some excitement, some opportunity to travel, something else, something different. And he knew that, and so he's hooking you up with this. So you got the appointment all set, and it's like a job interview type situation. You got your suit all nice and tailored, and you're looking good, and you go to this huge building, this fancy building in a really nice part of town, and you meet with the secretary. She says, "Have a seat. Mr. Jenkins will be right out with you shortly." So Mr. Jenkins comes and says, "Come on into my office." He's this really nice dressed dude, gray hair, shakes your hand, gives you a firm handshake, tells you all about the company. He said it's like going global, it's expanding everywhere, and they need you to travel to the jungle, in the middle of the jungle, to help them to expand and to help them to create their new branch office for their global company. So you're like getting excited, and he's looking over your resume, and finally, at the end of the interview, he offers you a job, and you are just souped. This is a new opportunity for you. So you book your plane ticket. They actually pay for your plane. They pay for your food. They pay for your lodgings, everything. It's all included. That's really cool. So you get on the plane, you finally get there, you're tired, you go to sleep, and you wake up the next morning, and you're ready to go to work. But it's a little different than an office job. You actually have to be out in the field in the jungle. So they give you this company-issued camouflage gear. They give you a company-issued machete. So you're in there, you're in the trenches, you're kind of scared. You're like, I don't know if this is what I signed up for, but hey, whatever. I'm in the jungle. I'm just going to roll with it. I'm going to be making a lot of money. It's cool. So they have a team of 50 managers there with you that you're working with. There's the executives who are in the front. They're leading the pack, cutting through, and everyone's got a machete, and they're cutting through, and there's like these little subdivisions in the company, in the team that you're with. There's the people who are in charge of sharpening the machetes, and there's the people who are in charge of doing all the paperwork, making sure everyone gets paid. There's the people who are in your party who are, make sure the wild animals don't attack you. There's people who are in charge of hiring the more people, because we need more manpower to get through this jungle. And then there's the people who are there for your physical fitness, because it's a very strenuous, very arduous task to get through the jungle. And so every couple hours they stop, set up camp, and those are the people who train you to do push-ups and make you stronger so you can actually survive while you're going to the destination. So it's awesome. You're working hard, working really, really hard. You're chopping through the jungle, but you're not getting to the destination yet. Days go by, months go by, even a year goes by, and you still haven't gotten to the point where the office should be. Where the office should be, where you're going to be setting up this office, this branch. But no one's questioning it. They're just like hammering and hammering and hammering and going through the jungle, and you're just so caught up in the work of the treachery of it that you're not even questioning. But there's a guy next to you that's questioning, who's like, why are we doing all this stuff? Why are we working so hard going through the jungle? Like, why didn't we get there yet? So people are looking at him kind of strange and giving him dirty looks, and he decides to climb a tree. He climbs the tallest tree there, and he looks out. His face goes white, and he's like, oh my God, we're in the wrong jungle. Have you ever felt like that? Have you ever felt that you're working so hard, you're doing all the right things, micromanaging your life, your relationships, your job, doing all the menial tasks you think are being productive? They're definitely being effective, but are they being switch that around. They're being efficient, but they're not being effective. See, there's a difference between management and leadership. I'm going to read you a quote from this book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It says, effectiveness, often even survival, does not depend solely on how much effort we expend, but on whether or not the effort we expend is in the right jungle. And the metamorphosis taking place in most every industry and profession demands leadership first and management second. Effective management without effective leadership, as one individual had phrased it, is like straightening deck chairs on the Titanic. No management success can compensate for the failure in leadership. But leadership is hard because we're often caught in a management paradigm. So let's go back to that guy who was the leader, who took a leadership role and went up there and told everyone that they were in the wrong jungle. Well, what's everyone else going to do? They're going to like turn their machetes on that guy because they've been working so hard and they don't want to admit that they were lost, that they didn't know where they were going, that they didn't have a bigger vision, they didn't know where the destination was, and so they're going to get mad at him and be like, go get back to work. But have you ever felt like that in your life? You're just working, but then you look up and you're like, oh my God, where am I going? It's like you're working so hard to climb this ladder of success, but you realize that you're on the wrong wall. You know, it's all about listening to the whispers from within. It's all about building your character, and so that way you have an internal compass inside of you that will steer you in the right direction rather than caught up in the minutia of life, working so hard and getting no results, being efficient but not being effective. Thanks for watching. This has been Rob Gegner's Storytime Corner. We'll see you next time.